Welcome to the second part of using Infinity to create lesson resources and lessons. This second tutorial will focus on creating lessons. Now there are various ways in which to communicate with your students out on the web. Using the quote homework and lesson features are two very useful tools. You can create assignments, criteria, due dates, and so forth. However, there will be very distinct times when you use each of these features. For example, if you simply want students to read a particular section out of a textbook and answer questions in their notebook, the homework feature will suffice. However, if you want them to watch a particular YouTube video segment, post their reaction to it, and comment on 3 other students' reactions, you would want to post that in their homework, but you'd actually need to create a lesson in order for them to do so. The following tutorial will walk you through how to create a lesson in Infinity. As always, open up your Internet Explorer. That will take you to the District Home Staff page, and open up your Infinity. Type in your login credentials. If you have forgotten your password, click here to have it emailed to you. Alright, once you are in Infinity, go ahead and find the Lesson tab. Again, if you can't see it on your screen, remember the Add and Show All buttons will help you find it. So open up the Lesson tab, and I left mine blank because I'm assuming that that is what your screen is going to look like, because this is more than likely the first time you're creating a lesson. We're going to go to the Add feature, and the first thing we need to do is determine the date range that the lesson is going to be available to students. You can keep it on as long or as short as you'd like. I am going to simply select a 1-week date range for my students, and we fill in the fields. It's very, very user-friendly. Create a title for your lesson. Try not to have any typos. And I created a description of Introduction to the Compound Light Microscope. In the overview box, even though it's optional, I do encourage you to create a description of what this lesson entails. So you can see I just threw in a very quick overview of what that lesson might entail. You also need to determine whether or not students can upload files. For example, you might want to collect papers so that you can comment on them using the word review features rather than handwriting in all of your edits. If you want a student to take a picture and share it with the class, this gives you the ability to do so. You could also have the class create PowerPoint slide presentations and upload them, but instead of using class time to view them, you could have the students view them as homework. The ideas are endless. If you want students to have upload capabilities, simply check that box. If you want to be notified via email every time a student uploads something, check this box. If you don't, leave it unchecked. The Discussion tab creates a discussion board for you. In essence, it allows students to ask you questions, or it allows them to post comments and messages out on to the web. At the current time, it does require teacher approval for the comment to be posted. It generates an email to you, and then you have to accept or reject the comment. It is being taken into consideration to make this a little bit more open, but at the current time it does require your approval. So you can decide whether to allow or not allow discussion. I'm going to leave it unchecked at this point, and I don't need any file upload for this, so I'm going to leave that unchecked as well. And I'm going to hit next. At this point, I have all of the resources that are created, and it's kind of chaotic, so again, your filter button is always your friend, and I'm going to look through my microscope stuff And I'm going to put my target objectives probably with every single lesson so that the students always know what their goals are. And this is going to be the purpose of the compound light microscope. I'm going to attach to it, and I'm going to hit next. You're going to then see a screen where all of the courses that you teach appear. I simply gave myself one little fake class so that I had something to show you. I would click on the courses to which this lesson applies. You want to hit finish, and voila, you are finished. It is that easy. Congratulations, you have created your first lesson. It will now be visible to the students on their end, and they can go in and they can access it. So it's very important that in that overview that you give them directions, or in their very first handout, it is very clear to the student what they are to do in order to complete that lesson. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call me at extension 5407 or drop me an email. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.